Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Average Woman Podcast. I'm that lady, Miss Nicole, coming at you today with another topic that is near and dear to my spirit. So let's talk about something that's simple. Let's talk about how to be happy. A lot of us are totally damn miserable. We wake up in the morning miserable. We stress out all day. We just miserable people, okay? We wouldn't know how to be happy if we tried. And I don't even think we trying to be happy no more because we just like being miserable. And it reflects in our attitude and our health. We just a miserable person. So let's talk about how not to be that way. I mean, because it's easy to wake up and just say, I'm going to be pissed off all day. That's the easiest thing to do. But the growth is when you try to fight through your obstacles to make yourself a better person, to understand that shit is just temporary. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need for you to just be in your feelings forever. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And as you know, I got to pay these bills. NicoleArcher.com is where I be. If you ever need anything from me, you want to schedule some time to talk, free, 30-minute conversation, let's talk. I also have my herb business. If you would like some custom teas to help you with your health, I'm all for that. I do excellent herbal consultations. I am your sister from a different mister. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear to get the results you want and be the person that you want to be. Average Woman channel on YouTube is a great resource for some videos and some more content. I love you. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors. Alright, so let's talk about it today. Today we're talking about how to be happy. One of the most simplest things that you think that a person would be able to do, but some people just don't understand. Like you choose to be miserable, you have to choose to be happy. Okay, so the first thing that you need to understand is that if you out here wreaking havoc, trying to ruin people's lives, disrespecting and hurting on your baby daddy, and disrespecting and hurting on your kids, you ain't supposed to be happy. You supposed to be miserable because that's what you inflicting upon people, a whole lot of misery. All right, but I understand, that's all you know, because you might have been raised by a hateful old woman. You know what I'm saying? And if you raised by a hateful old woman, that's the spirit that you take upon. But understand that number one, the most wonderfulest thing in the world is that there is a God in the sky, and we have someone to talk to and to rely on and to depend on. I know you don't feel like that's nothing because you don't have no faith. But understand, in this type of world that we live in, really all you got is faith. You just got to believe the shit and walk on it. Ain't nobody going to come down here and try to confirm, your doubts and disbeliefs. It is up to you to believe that there is a brighter side and a better side to this rainbow and something else better for you out there. It's up to you to believe that. But if you choose to close your eyes and lay down like things don't exist, you're not going to be happy. And yes, the Age Woman Podcast is spiritual based, so I believe in God. I couldn't be who I am. I couldn't talk the way that I do if I didn't believe and have that. I am nothing without the men that I follow. Okay? One of the most greatest men that I'm going to ever follow is my father. Period. My Father in heaven, the Most High God. That's one of the most greatest men that I'm ever going to follow in my whole life. I suggest that you love him. You fall in love with the idea of him. You fall in love with the idea of what he sent his son to do for you. Just fall in love with that. Just melt yourself in butterness with all that love that he got for you. You understand? And you got to walk in that. You got to walk in that, and you got to understand that in order to really receive his love back, you got to do what he asks you to do. And the first thing that he don't want you to do is mistreat his men. You cannot expect a father, to be happy by his daughter who mistreating his son, or a woman that's mistreating his history. We totally miss the concept. The reason why you're not happy is because you giving yourself to the wrong things. When you totally commit yourself to just one thing, just commit yourself to the man in your life that chooses you. Commit yourself to that. All your romantic ideas and everything that you want to be, put your efforts into him. Love him with everything that you got. And the Most High is going to bless you. You have to commit yourself to something. Commit yourself. I know you want to be a hot girl. I know you want to run the streets all summer. I know you want to do what you want to do, but you can't do that. Your vagina is not meant to be used as a sock for multiple feet to go in it. You have a vagina to receive 1 foot. And I know a lot of y'all want to receive more feet than that. But for you to, when you use yourself like that, you're not going to be happy because you're not fulfilled. You don't have anything that you feel belong to. You don't have nobody to really care about you. And that's because y'all like renegades right here. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. And that is a lie. We all need each other. We need somebody to give a fuck about us. And your homegirl, as soon as she get a man, she is going to cut you off. Trust and believe. So you can think that the girl code and we gonna be single sisters forever. No, we not. Because as soon as I start talking right and this man really start liking on me and he can't see that I've been a hoe my whole life and accept me for being and want me to be his woman, and I like him, I'm gonna change my whole ways for him. The man, she gonna change her whole ways for him. And it don't have to be the right guy in your dreams. It's the guy that God sends to you. He has somebody already picked out for you. So for you, and you probably already done disrespected him and sent him on his way. You don't get good men are hard to come by. And it's a special man out there that God made for you, that you were supposed to follow, that you were supposed to love, that you were supposed to respect. But you was like, nah, I want to do what I want to do. So you missed him. And he may send you another one, but I'm telling you, as time go on, and especially when you live in wicked, it's hard to find you somebody that to be with. You want somebody that's gonna really fucks with you, but you looking for, and then, like I say, it's a choice, y'all. You can't do foul shit and expect to be happy. Don't work like that. Don't work like that. You're not going to be able to find nobody who out here living ratchet that's really happy with their current situation. You're not going to be happy out here finessing and robbing men. You're not going to be out here begging for begging men like they supposed to take care of you and pay for your hair weave and shit. I don't know. That's that whole shit, y'all. And you never going to be happy thinking that you could fulfill loneliness with money. Money don't help you with loneliness. Money is just a means to purchase things. That empty feeling that you feeling is a lacking in your soul, boo. You can't feel that with Louis Vuitton pocketbooks and fingernails and shit. And you getting older by the minute. And I mean, I would hate for you to turn around, you 30 and still got the mind of a 19-year-old, and you out here in these streets talking about you want a husband. You ain't gonna find one. You ain't gonna find one. Because you still operating as though you are a child. And that's a problem. That's a serious problem. That's a serious problem for you as a woman. That's a problem for your children. I mean, come on. Ain't no man gonna deal with you. Because number one, when you're young-minded, that means you talk real fast. That means you're thinking real slow. And you're real violent and aggressive. Because you can't have your way and you think that that's the right way to go. You ain't supposed to be happy like that. You supposed to feel absolutely miserable. Okay? It's a choice to be a calming, soothing spirit. You have to choose not to let, how James Brown said, I ain't gonna let you get me out of myself. You got to choose to be a pleasant, loving, relaxing, happy person. That's not something that just occurs because you don't put in no work. Okay? You got to put in work to feel like something, to feel whole inside your spirit. You got to believe in God, because that's your creator. That's where your detachment comes. And guess what? Whether you believe in God or not, he believes in you. God believes in you, and he knows you. He made you, and he like whether you fucking with me or not, I'm fucking with you. So you better try to do what I say, because it is not you who keeps you here. It is the will of something greater than you that keeps you here, keeps you on this earth, keeps you doing what you're doing. And the more you walk in that purpose, the more you decide, I'm gonna love this man. This man want me as his woman. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Even if I don't know what's right, I'm gonna just do right by him. Whatever he asks me to do, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be loyal. I'm not gonna cheat on him. I'm not gonna be searching for other men to validate me, because get the fuck out of here. You don't need nobody to validate you. Validate what? You searching for attention and all this other stuff. Stop it. Love the man that loves you. Respect the man that respects you. Be good, a sweet, pleasant person. I'm not saying be nobody fool and nobody sucker, but the first thing that you need to do is start loving your kids a little bit more. That's the first thing you need to do. You got to start loving your kids a little bit more than what you're doing. You got to talk to them a little bit more. You got to be in their life a little bit more. And that means giving up some of the bullshit that you own out here in these streets. Okay? Give up some of the bullshit you own. Love your kids a little bit more. If you ain't got no kids, all praises. Go home and love on yourself a little bit more and get your mind right. Try to learn something. Try to educate yourself. I ain't saying go back to school, but you need to pick up some skills or whatever you lacking in. You need to work on that shit. And sometimes you need to be alone to work on some things and think about some things. You done seen people do the same shit you doing for years. Don't you think that it's time to let go of some of those behaviors that we know that don't suit us and not benefiting us and helping us move forward in life? I would think so. I would think that I would take a pause to any cause that's not going to get me to where I want to be at in life. And the foolishness that we own is not going to take us anywhere but to a road of unhappiness. I don't want to see my sisters unhappy. I'm telling you, when you have faith, you don't be stressed. You don't stress about money. Don't be materialistic. Don't nobody, listen, pretty soon, I'm telling you, all the women with the BBLs and the facelifts and the Botox and all that stuff, they don't even know. Most of them probably done contracted diseases. You see the girl walking around here, she done had AIDS for years and didn't even know. Now her damn legs so weak she can't even stand up. It's a lot of women that's about to have this story. It's a lot of us. It's a lot of us out here that's just running, doing all kind of wicked stuff and think that God gonna have our back. Now you about to catch a hard one. The more you out here running, cheating, stealing, hurting, lying, this and that, the more you getting away from who you supposed to be as a woman. You ain't gonna never reach woman status. You just gonna be that hoe. Because, that's just shit that hoes do. Women, we ain't in the streets. Women, we want to be kept with him. We keep a man. We want to be kept by a man, so we gonna do what it takes. My first, second, third priority from turning 18 years old was to make sure that I kept me a man. That's how you need to think. And when you think about things like that, if that's your preference, if that's your desire, you want to keep you a man, you got to do what it takes to keep you a man. You can't be out here in these streets just living your best life how you want to do it, because that's not how shit works. That's not how things work. Understand? The only way you can live your best life is a righteous, honest way. Period. A righteous and honest way. That's how you have good things. I told you, if you out here robbing and finessing and shit, you ain't gonna have no good results. Ain't nobody fucking with you. And you gonna take a loss and probably get your scalp peeled back. Because that's the only thing out there in this world for fast, hot in the ass young ladies is death. And you see, we don't have no respect for us. It seems like when we put on no wigs and eyelashes and makeup and stuff, we absolutely lose our mind. We forget what's real. We all in fake land. You're not going to be happy living in fake land your whole life. Because eventually you got to come and take that wig off and look at what you see in the mirror, which is who you is. But you done put this lie out here and you got to keep trying to live a lie. Nah, take that shit off. Look at what you dealing with. Work on that. Work on what God made you to be. And then you gonna find some happiness, because you taking off the facade, you releasing yourself from these high, low values that you put on yourself, that you got to be to this and you gonna be to that, and you're standing all parrot-toed and pigeon bootied because you want to be out here taking cute pictures. Sit down, y'all. Sit down. See, that just shows you that you can dress up and play makeup real good. Women, once we reach a certain age, we stop playing makeup. We stop playing dress up. We deal with who we are as women. And the more willing you are to deal with who you are as a woman, the more happier you are going to be. Put away those childish things. Stop thinking that you can say and do whatever you want. Tame your mouth, because your life and your death is in your mouth. Okay? Tame your lips. Watch what you say. Allow yourself to be led by a man. There is nothing more beautiful than to submit and chill and just be with this dude. That's what you're supposed to do. That's all it is, y'all. Once you get out your mama house, you supposed to find a man, cleave to a man, make babies with this man, and be happy with him. Barbecues, trips, whatever the hell you plan on doing with this man, that's your man. That's how it go. Some kind of way we thought that it's something else. Nah, we're not supposed to be building houses with different men, babies and all. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to just stay with one dude and kick it with him forever and chill. That's how you get blessed. That's how you be prosperous. That's how that's how you become that Proverbs 31 woman. Which I know that's your heart's desire. That's my heart's desire, to be that woman. Have business about myself and be someone that God approves of. Don't you care about what your master think of you? Don't you care about what your father in heaven think about you? You care about what master think. You care about what the white man think about you, but you don't care about what God think about you. You don't care about what your husband think about you. You don't care what your kids think about you. You don't care what your mom and your daddy and them think, your sisters and your brothers, kin and non-kin. You don't care what they think. Nobody else's opinion matters and all this stuff. You should care about what God think. I care about what God think about me, because you can't hide who you are from him. What you do in the dark, he see that shit 24 hours a day. He's always watching you. And then you ain't gonna get away with anything you do in the dark. Gonna always come to the light. When you hear that there, you should be like, damn, I can't be sneaky. No, you cannot be sneaky. Because what you do in the dark will always come to the light. It's always gonna be, you never gonna ever get away with anything. You always gonna pay for the wrongs you do some kind of way, is what that means. So you should always strive to do what's right. Don't be out here in these streets robbing and stealing and killing and murdering people. Man, that is whack. Who does that? And then expect to be happy in the long run. Nah, you gonna get your judgment. Because that's what happens. All right? So I'm not going to talk your head off. Remember, NicoleArcher.com, queenfromcreation@gmail.com. I'm here. I'm your sister from a different mister. I got nothing but love for you. Until next time, shalom.